breakfast this morning, Kieran McAnulty was with Christopher Bishop and asked the Bish about opening of Parliament. To be honest, it was a bit blah, 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 blah. So then Jenny May went on to ask Kieran about the opening of Parliament as well. And I want you to watch out here for where Bishop laughs. Remember how last night in the show, when he was asked an awkward question, he laughed? The laugh appears to be, oh shit, what do I do here? Just watch where it comes up in this conversation. So this is Kieran talking about the opening of Parliament.
Yeah, I know, I'd agree with that. I came away from the reading of the speech from the throne just feeling totally uninspired and feeling a little bit depressed, if I'm honest with you. Just everything's getting pulled back. Māori are getting bashed. Workers are under the pump now, particularly with things like fair pay agreements going to get taken away. The measures that we've put in place that actually do work on climate change are going to get reversed. I agree with Chris Hipkins. There was no vision yesterday and things are going to go backwards. And so it was a bit deflating coming away from that speech. So no wonder they were fired up, because Chris Hipkins started that debate. He called them out on it, and I think it hit a nerve. So the Prime Minister felt like he had to give it back himself.
Yeah, Kieran brought it up, Chris. So what's the vision for Māori?
Yeah. You will love this, Chewy. Because this is one of those moments. No, you will love this where Kieran becomes the interviewer. Just chef's kiss coming.
And look, I think Kieran needs to cheer up a bit. I remember sitting at his spot 3 years ago, back in 2020, after we took a toweling at the 2020 election. And it's a rough day for the opposition. There's no doubt about it, because by definition you're swearing in a new government, and if you're not on the Treasury benches, you're out of it. So it's tough. But these guys need to cheer up a bit. We've got a positive, forward-looking agenda for the future. A lot of stuff in that speech. Particularly, in the space that I'm with.
Remember what the question was. What is it for Māori? What's the plan for Māori?
And actually now Kieran is as well. Housing. We've got a lot of work to do on housing, infrastructure, resource management reform. We're going to get back to basics in education, banning cell phones in schools. And look, we've got a very positive, forward-looking agenda, and just can't wait to get underway in that first 100 days. And we're a week into it now, and already making progress.
Instead of commenting on my mood, maybe answer the question. You were asked about
Thank
what your vision is for Māori.
Well, we want all New Zealanders to succed. Maori, non-Maori, Pacifica people, migrants to New Zealand. We want all New Zealanders to flourish. And Maori are our first peoples, and they're absolutely critical to this country.
Blah, 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 blah. Nothing to see here.
Well, you talk about cognitive decline.
There's one more clip we'll play you, and this is there was conversation of the Māori Kings unity hui, the unification hui, and let's just play this last little bit, and then we'll perhaps sign off for the night. Here we go.
If you think back to the election campaign, New Zealand First, National Act, they all accused the government of causing division in New Zealand. Now we're starting to see it for real, and it's unnecessary, and it's potentially going to take us backwards. So for this proclamation to be made, calling for unity, is a tremendous show of leadership. But I think it should give pause for thought for the government to think, why has there been such a quick response and a harsh response to what they're proposing? It's because what they're proposing could cause damage to our society, and it needs to be called out.
There you go. Do we have a new king, just out of interest? Are we able to call that?
Fuck, he's good.
He's good.
I'm a big fan of Kieran. But yeah, this is what we need. Like, if the quality, sorry, it's a terrible word for what Chris Bishop did, but the quality of his answer, if that's what the government is going to bring, the quality of someone like Kieran or Chloe is just going to cut holes through whatever they've got.